Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Group Captain Mamun, Executive Director of the IF. I'd like to say once again, at the cost of repetition, that because quite a few of you were there for the opening ceremony, I'll go over the exercise review once again. The defense cooperation between US and India remains one of the most vibrant and visible legs which is powering the transformation of US-India relations. The Indo-US relationship has since acquired new dimension and reached progressively high level. This is amply clear on the growing frequency of training exercises the both countries have been taking, seminars, personal exchanges and visits by the two sides. Figure 09, ladies and gentlemen, is an exercise plan and pursuance of this broad objective. The exercise would see the two air forces working to enhance the knowledge levels and understand the employment philosophy of both tactical and military platform of USAF and Indian Air Force in joint operations. Air Force Station Agra, a major transport base under headquarters in Air Command, is one of the largest airbase in Southeast Asia. It houses a variety of transport aircraft on the inventory of iron and hence was a natural choice as a base for Figure 09. The exercise is being held from 19, that is from today, to 23rd of October 09. The exercise will be conducted under the overall command of Air Combat Shobhit Roy, VM, Air Officer Commanding Air Force Station Agra. Colonel Ray Lamont is the exercise director from the USAF side. The USAF contingent would be represented by forces from the Pacific Air Force and Special Operation Command of the Pacific Air Force, and comprises of 3 C-130H class of aircraft from the 374th Air Wing, 1 C-70 from the 15th Air Wing, and 1 C-130J from 146th Air Wing. The IF contingent consists of 5 entry units which have been pulled in from headquarters Central Air Command, Eastern Air Command, and Southern Air Command. In addition, 1 I-76 aircraft from headquarters Central Air Command is also taking part in this exercise. 2 Mi-17 of Western Air Command will be taking part in combat search and rescue operations. 1 Chetak of HQCAC will be utilized for search and rescue missions. In addition, the Indian Air Force would field its rapid action medical team and special forces guerrillas. The participants include 160 personnel from the United States Air Force and about 250 IF personnel. The objective we have spelled out for the exercise are to learn more detailed operational aspects, to joint planning and execution of missions, to train and expose exercise personnel for joint operation in a simulated hostile environment, to validate procedures for operations towards internal security, exposure to tactical considerations for airborne assault operations and NBT area tactical operations. Also to expose the IF crew to lead a joint team for a mission on a reciprocal basis. Certain specific areas of focus during the exercise would be assault planning by day and night. It is nothing but a tactical maneuver which is carried out whenever you are making approaches in a hostile area. Limited flight landings by night, austere airfield operations, engine running operations which will include both mass casualty and Indian Air Force will demonstrate capability for mass management of casualty at a base. In keeping with our commitments to the nation and the Air Force tradition of being first responder in case of any disaster, Rapid Action Medical Team with its newly equipped state-of-the-art infrastructure has set up a 25-bed hospital. The facility provides life and limb saving surgery for a period of 7 days before the casualty can be evacuated for an immediate treatment. The two air forces will also be sharing their tactics, techniques and procedures through series of lectures and demonstrations. Both sides will be deploying their patient transfer units for evacuating critically ill patients by air when providing in-flight care and monitoring over large distances. The Indian Air Force Special Forces, Garuds, would train along with the US Air Force Special Ops Forces to validate concept and aid for execution of special operations in a simulated hostile environment. Garuds will be exposed to new fields such as combat control, rescue and combat search and rescue operations. This opportunity would also help Garuds, which is in its infant stage, to shape its future operational philosophy, training format, and upgrade of their equipment profile. Scope India 09 is indicative of our willingness to learn from each other, and I'm sure that both sides will mutually benefit from professional interaction over the next 5 years.
Tsunamis, the earthquakes, and the typhoons that have ravaged the Pacific region, it is important for us to work together between the IAF and the United States Air Force in working towards humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. If something is going to happen in this region, it's going to happen fairly soon, and it's going to happen short notice. Working together as we will. Here, we are injecting ourselves in the exercise from an HADR perspective, but I can give you a recent example. The United States Air Force was working as a hub out of Hawaii. When Samoa was recently ravaged with the effects of the storms and the earthquakes, we operated a hub out of Hawaii, and 13th Air Force and Pacific Air Forces merged together to effect operations in rescue operations, both bringing critical supplies, generators, food, water, and all the other supplies down to American Samoa and Samoa in order to effective operations. For our purposes here, we're already engaged in an event based on the scenario, and our goal again is not so much to operating a hub, but more or less to develop interoperability, and I shouldn't use that word, commonality, and a cooperation, and using the synergy between the IAF, United States Air Force, and the United States Army soldiers that are here to effect an end result, in this case saving lives, or a rapid insertion of forces, learning from each other how we do the business, and then taking those lessons learned, so when the eventual happens where we have to respond together, we'll be able to work closely, we'll know each other's procedures, operations, and then effect a successful recovery, an HADR event, or contingency. Folks are working the rapid insertions. What we're trying to accomplish here is to use our tactical aircraft, our C-130 aircraft that are here for the exercise, as well as our C-17, to effect rapid operations based on whatever the contingency need is for the operation. In this case, we can insert soldiers, we can insert special forces, as the Garud jumpers, as well as medical teams if need be, to take care of the situation as a contingency operation.